Hello, hello, and welcome to the nonsense retrospective. Well, nonsense review. Well, nonsense after credit. What fuck?
It's fine. It's been a while since
Nonsense
we've done one of
review
these.
extra credit. Nonsense after credit. Yeah, we're doing nonsense review extra credit today. We're doing another snack review. I have recently been in the America, and we were recently in
Just say
the
supermarket.
world fuel aisle.
Yeah, cool. I was gonna say, don't let people know where I work.
The supermarket, yeah. So, because I couldn't get enough things from America that we couldn't just get at home, we bolstered it with some what we assume to be mostly Polish goodies.
Entirely Polish goodies.
Yeah, they seem to have a lot of Polish spellings, so we've gone with yeah, it's all Polish.
Well, I also work there,
If
and
it
I
turns
know
out
it's
not,
Polish.
well,
Technically,
if
it's
it turns out,
Eastern European, but internally, casually, we call it Polish.
yeah, the Poland aisle, yeah. If it turns out not to be Polish, then we apologise. But yeah, that's the we went to the Polish aisle. So, as we had last time, we have a tier list, which I believe Devin has up on screen now.
I do. I just have the list section so that the treats themselves are a surprise until they get added. So
Ah,
yes.
yes, yes, yes. So we have the
Yeah.
tiers of Food of the Gods, which last time was populated by the good old white Tim Tams.
It was exclusively
Um,
populated by Tim Tams.
yeah. Would buy too often, might buy again. Solid meh, which is about as low as it gets before the bottom tier of I know can eat.
Yeah, I can see one thing that's American in the parlor suites where I'm like, I'm probably gonna fucking hate that. You know the
Is it the
one
one
because you
that
can
made
see
everything
it.
else smell on it?
Yeah. Weirdly enough, the thing that smells the most is these raspberry flavored thingamajigs that I won't spoil.
Okay, okay, yeah. The thing that smells the most for me is the thing that may look like raspberry but not.
The the thing that is very explicit about what it's gonna do to your butthole.
Oh yeah, yes, yes. The
Uh,
one that's on fire. Yes.
but as Rick mentioned in his roundabout way, this is technically an extra credit. It's going out on the retrospective slot. If you're an audio only listener, you're not even seeing this because, quite frankly, I can't imagine it's going to be a very good listen because it's going to be a lot of us just
Mm,
munching and being like, bleh.
yeah, just like gums ASMR. But we normally talk about our weeks, and with this being a essentially the we're not doing this. We're not doing
No,
this. We're
no,
not doing the.
that's next Monday.
Okay, okay. I I had a hypo. Oh, yeah.
Oh no,
Sure, sure. So let's.
sorry, we are doing hypos. Yeah, yeah. I thought you were going to go into, oh, we're going to do our 3 weeks worth of news, and I'm like, no. Yeah, you got a hypo. Let's do hypos.
Yeah, it's a very simple hypo. So we normally do I'll talk about our weeks, but seeing as this is a retrospective plot extra credit, we're going to go with our time-honored tradition of the nonsense, asinine hypotheticals. And well, I'm the one that brought it up, so the one that I have for you is you get to do a snack review from a different country, the one that we've not done. Um, what would you pick?
It's a tough question, really, because you know what? I will go for the basic bitch answer of Japan because I know vaguely what type of treats they have.
Yes, seeing as you went out there and brought us back some.
I did well.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't buy you anything exotic or fancy. I literally just bought the multi pack of weird flavored Kit Kats.
Yeah, yeah. You got we. It was a universally lovely Kit Kat and a ooh yeah. Might be weird Kit Kat. The
Yeah.
one that you bought for me, the adzuki bean sandwich one, tasted a bit like soil. Some people thought it was lovely. The apple one was very nice,
Yeah, yeah.
and apparently you did similar for the other guys down there. So
Yeah, I gave everyone 2 flavor of Kit Kat because I bought a lot of Kit Kats basically on the last day because I'm like I'm going home. Also, they mentioned when you come back into the UK, you're not allowed to bring in any potato product, whether it's cooked or not. Which means
okay,
crisps were
okay,
basically off the table because, much like us, most of their crisps are potato based rather than corn based.
sure.
Yeah, there were some interesting snacks out there. I had a really interesting lolly, and by that I mean
Mm,
an ice cream, not
lollipop.
It wasn't a lollipop. It was an ice lolly, ice pole. It wasn't a pole.
I saw
It was ice on a stick.
On a stick.
It was blue. It kind of looked like the sea salt ice creams from Kingdom Hearts. It didn't taste anything like that, and
Okay.
it wasn't based on that, but that's what it looked like. Yeah.
Sure.
I did this weird thing in Japan where I took a picture of every packet of a snack I had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you can kind of remember whether it was good, bad, or garbage.
Well, just
Like
because
an
their
own
mascots are
internal
cooler.
tier list, as it were. Yeah, sure, that's it. Like they have mascots. Like, well, I can think of one mascot from like Snacks over here, and it's the lion from Lion Bar.
It's not even a mascot though, is it? 'Cause it's just a lion.
No, just the logo. Yeah.
But yeah, if you could claim continent rather than country, I would have just said Africa as a whole, because I'm sure they've got some weird, unique
Cool.
stuff. But yeah, obviously that's not the nature of the question. But I have to throw it back at you, don't I?
Yeah, so the biggest anglophone country that we've not done so far has been well, it was America, and now it's going to be Canada. So apparently Canada's got some weird things that even Americans think are far enough away and interesting enough that it's worth doing snack reviews on. So that's one that I would pick.
That's really interesting because I used to watch some Canadian YouTubers who are no longer together, the Super Best Friends, which I think I've spoken about on the podcast a few times. But they think the same thing about us.
Sure, yeah, that it's so close and a lot of things have overlap, and yet the things that don't are the ones that are noteworthy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they still get some sweets that we used to get in like the early 90s.
Damn.
There's a there's like this swirly cream sweet. It's like a boiled sweet that's mostly cream flavored,
Oh,
like cream of
you're
strawberry or
you're roboting out a little bit, bud.
oh no, oh
Oh
no.
no.
Tell you what,
Oh, you're terribly desynced from your video. It's almost funny.
I will testify. This might be a hiccup. Give it a second for it to catch up and make sure that it's connected.
Technical difficulties. Da, da, da.
Okay, how's things been? Everything working now?
Yeah, there's still a bit of desync, but it's not as bad as it was, so I'll take it.
Sure. Alrighty. Yeah. So yeah, exactly as you say, we're just slightly different enough that we have some overlap, and yet some things would still be interesting. So yeah, Canada's my pick for this question. So how about you? Do you have a question for me?
I do. I didn't know we were doing high post today, but it's a very easy and obvious one, at least to me. Oh, I'm also a little bit desynced, so that's interesting. Don't know how that's happened. Sorry. So for those of you who are seeing some visual audio desyncs, it's not on your end, it's on ours. We apologise. Can't do much about it. We haven't done one of these in a while. It just is what it is. Now then, my question. If you had to recommend one British snack to someone who's never been to Britain, what snack would you recommend?
Ooh, because Kinder isn't British.
No, it ain't. That's like fucking Swiss, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I think it's like German, but yeah. Well, Kinder is a German word. Ooh.
Yeah, but Switzerland speaks German enough.
Yeah.
I thought it was Switzerland, but it could be German. I don't know.
I would say go for something really traditional. Sherbet lemons, chocolate limes. I think chocolate limes are the ones that's the most the weirdest, but also the most pleasant if you once you know what you're getting.
I kind of get what you're saying, although I'd argue like the best of both worlds is something that we actually have a shortage of in the UK and have had for a while, and that is sherbet oranges.
Oh yeah. So sherbet lemons were basically the only one that was available like in the 50s, 60s, 70s. It's only recently they've done the new flavors. The oranges were good. Even the sherbet strawberries were neat. Yeah.
Sherbet strawberries were the bollocks.
Yeah. But sherbet lemons are so iconic that it's even one of not Ganondorf, not Gandalf.
Dumbledore?
Dumbledore's passwords,
Right.
yeah. It's one of
Okay.
Dumbledore's passwords. Ganondorf.
It's rather odd that you managed to go from Ganondorf to Gandalf, and then once you said Gandalf, I was like, I think this motherfucker means Dumbledore.
Yeah, it's one of his passwords for his office in Barry Trotter. But yeah, how about you? What would be your pick of a iconic British snack?
I think I was going to try and think of like an obscure chocolate bar, but I gotta be honest with you. I think my actual recommendation would be the same route that you've gone down and go for sour apples.
Sure, yeah,
Because
classic sweets. Yes,
despite the
yeah.
name, not that sour.
Oh yes, yes, yes. They're made from sour apples, not into sour apples.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't try one until incredibly late because I was like, I don't like sour things, and it has sour in the name, so it must be sour.
Yeah, my grandma did the same thing. She didn't have anything yellow because she knew what a lemon was,
Yeah, I get you.
and yeah, so she would never try grapefruit. Which, fair on her, grapefruit is just as sour as a lemon, but if you put a fuck ton of sugar on it, then it's nice.
You could say that about most things.
Yeah, like even I'd say it's even more true about lemons. But oh well, that's me.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'm a
know.
lemon enjoyer.
I'm not.
Uh, so yes, we're going to go straight into our tier list. We did the tiniest bit of discussion beforehand on what we were going to start with, and we're going to start with Super Malt. This is a malt-based drink, non-alcoholic beverage, so we're not going to be ratting us, with B vitamins and the same thing in French.
It's a malt drink, so I assume it's just going to taste like beer.
Maybe either that or malt, as in before it becomes fermented.
This
But
actually looks
we'll
like
find out.
it actually looks like this is French by the language on it.
Maybe, but yeah, cheers.
What's fizzy?
Oh, that's not what I expected it to smell like.
Oh, oh no, that smells horrible.
It smells like a field.
Okay, once you've let it settle for a bit, it does smell a bit more beery. Let's give it a sip. Oh, I don't like the look in your face.
Trying to pass it.
That does taste like beer but a bit sweeter. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, that's very nice. So you get an aftertaste of cereal.
yeah.
I think I took a bit of a bigger swig than you did, but yeah, I think if you gulp it down, it actually tastes a lot nicer.
Yeah, taking like 3 sips.
All right, the initial taste is horrible, but the little aftertaste you get dancing on your tongue is actually quite pleasant. I will not be sipping on that throughout the fucking video.
Yeah, yeah. We've got backup drinks to sip on.
I brought water specifically for the occasion.
It's a bit of a mouth coater. It's not a very good palate cleanser. So,
Where are you putting that?
I'm between solid Met and no can eat.
I'll put it on solid med because I can drink it, but I don't want any more of it. I don't think
I'm not finishing this can.
No, same. I'll put it on solid mare if you're willing to agree.
Sure, sure. No can eat is a bit harsh for things, so yeah, that's a. I think what was the one that got it last time from you? Was it the Clinkies, the one that actually damaged you?
I forget. It was something like that. Yeah. But yeah, here's a fun fact because of the way the thing works. Whenever I tab over to the to do the tier maker, our screens go black for our faces.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic.
But yeah, as you can see in the picture, Rick's picked for the tier maker. It comes in bottles or cans. We got it in cans.
Yes, we were considering getting a 4-pack of bottles because that's all we could see. And then we saw the can around the corner. I'm like, oh, that's half the price.
I was also like,
we
good.
Have to have twice as much of it.
That's the problem, isn't it? Because if you buy 4 cans, I'm the type of person who's like, well, you got to drink 4 cans or find someone who will.
Yes. So the not quite beer goes in solid meh. What would you want as your second thing?
Well, I've got a Nopper right next to me. Shall we do that?
Noppers. Everything is in the box, so I've got a box with everything in it. So yes, we have Noppers.
Weirdly, it's my face that's been mirrored in the Discord.
Yeah, ditto. So on mine, I can see my face being mirrored.
On yours, you're normal. I think
that's the case of they mirror things in the preview because people are used to seeing their own faces mirrored.
Sure. Now these I've actually had before on my break times at work because they're cheap and you get them in packs of 3. Here's what
Yes.
they look like at the packet. They're almost like s'mores, actually.
Yeah. So it's like a small wafer with vanilla cream.
Hmm.
But yeah, bottoms up.
It's a wafer with sweets in it. It's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. I'm gonna put it
No,
in.
this is
I'm gonna put that firmly in the middle because I can buy it often and I choose not to.
sure. Yeah. Might buy again. Yeah. That's about right. It's decent. I've had better vanilla things in the universe, but
Mm-hmm.
it's up there.
Mm. Mm. And this is why we're not doing an audio version of the podcast because most of it's just me going.
Another little behind the scenes, the thing that tickled you last night was when we were discussing when to record. We're recording at lunchtime, so we're having sweets for lunch.
Which is a vile concept.
Mm.
And yet here we are.
It's like what was it in the Simpsons? Ice cream for dinner.
Mm. I did that once when I had a tooth out.
Oh yes, that's
Well,
just sweet at that point, really, isn't it?
well, it's because the dentist said don't eat anything hot and don't eat anything solid. So to me, that means ice cream.
Yeah, it's cold soup and ice cream. Yeah. Porridge, cold porridge. That's even worse. Ugh.
I'll pass on that. Right, what's next, Rick?
So next one. Shall we say? Let's go for the twins.
The what now?
Alibi Maxes.
Right, okay, this is interesting. Yeah, because Rick's picture on the thing is one of each, so it's yeah. One appears to be
Yeah. So
one's coconuts and one's Rice Crisps.
yes. Similar to other ones that are by the same company. I couldn't find two of the same thing on. Oh, sorry. I couldn't find things that were the same picture in the same style. So I thought, oh, this is a nice enough one.
Which one are we doing first? Coconut?
Let's go with which coconut is blue, is it?
Yeah.
Coconut is blue. Let's go with blue. Alibi Max coconut.
That smells quite sweet. It does look like it does look like a turd.
It does. It does. Look like a
All right, bottoms up.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't like coconut stuff, and that tastes great.
Mm.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what the rice pop one is like before we tear it. Oh god, that's lovely.
Right one.
This one also looks like a poop.
Mhm.
I ain't finished the last bit yet, so you're gonna have to wait. It's very chewy.
There we go. I would say the coconut one, I think, is slightly nicer. To the rice pop, rice pops are intentionally flavor neutral. So the rice one just tastes like caramel. I think the coconut one, having the coconut, adds to the depth of it. Plus, I think they do have a little bit of crunch in there still with the wafer.
I think
So
I
I'd put
agree
the
with.
coconut one.
I think I agree with you. I think the problem is the Rice Crisp one is just a Lion Bar.
Yeah. Yep. So
We've got to do them together, to be fair.
yeah, I'd say I put them in probably might buy again. This is the top end of might buy again.
I'd be okay with putting them in Woodbine too often.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go.
A bastard to chew.
Yeah, they are.
That's the caramel, that is, I assume.
Don't mind me just setting up some future ones because they were all in the box and now the box is empty enough for me to set things out.
That's fine. Oh, I've finally finished chewing.
So yeah, let's get those in one bite too often. Next, how do you feel about the sesame snaps?
Oh, the one I'm least looking forward to doing, but yeah, sure. These I don't think will be good. They're sesame seeds covered in yogurt.
So yeah, these come in packs of. You get a 4-pack of packs of 3.
Is there, oh, there is as well. Yeah. Oof. I'm struggling to get mine
And
open, Rick.
okay, so they come like wafer thin, and as you say, they come covered in some kind of yogurt, Humphrey yogurt.
Oh fuck, that
You know,
smells
so
horrible. It smells a seed.
I mean, yeah, you hope so. So
I was
okay,
hoping.
we just had a nice one.
I was hoping to smell some yogurt or something. I honestly thought there'd be a bit of sweet. Okay, let's just get it over with.
Yeah, yeah, we just had a nice one.
No. No, no, no. No, not finishing that. That was horrible. Ah.
It's not as bad as I was expecting, but I am finishing it.
It tastes like bird seed because it is. I'll try again. Nah. It releases all of that fucking seed flavour the moment you bite into it.
So it's just going into no can eat.
For me, yeah, but obviously if you're feeling different, it would be a bit unfair.
I'm not. I'm not putting it in food of the gods for the gag. Let's put it in no can eat because you couldn't eat it.
Well, but you could. So, if you want to promote it, I'm not going to begrudge.
It's not my favorite. It's okay. Between that and the super malt, I'd say
Super Malt was nicer.
I would say that the super malt was worse. So
Oof.
yeah, like
All right, so that means sesame snaps need to go in solid meh.
nah. We can go in no can eat. You actually couldn't eat it. I could swallow the super malt.
No. That's not how it works. You said Super Malt ranked lower in your opinion, and that's in solid meh for both of us.
Sure.
But you know.
Okie dokie.
All right,
Next
listen.
one. Okay,
I'm gagging to try them. Can we do the raspberry thing?
Oh yes. So we have some raspberry not Jaffa cakes. Um,
Well, yeah, they can't be Jaffa
I-
cakes if they're raspberry flavoured, but yeah, I can't remember what the brand actually is because we no longer have it.
yeah. Well, there is a raspberry or cherry or something along those lines. Red in the innards.
If you could show the back to the camera, that'd be great, Rick, because obviously mine's inverted, so they are branded,
Yeah, Weedle.
but they are essentially Jaffa cakes, but we know they're raspberry flavoured.
So I picked a picture that was close to what it looked like in memory. I think the picture is a cherry one,
That's fine.
and it might not even be the same brand. It's these raspberry Jaffas from the Polish Isles. So
Yeah, because we had to basically separate them so we could both have them while we were in our respective places. Into the food bag of mystery. All right, Rick wants to bite. Let's go. It's fucking great.
yeah, they are. The cake bit is a bit more solid than a Jaffa cake, but that might just be the fact that we split them up yesterday.
I think yours have been in the air a bit too long because mine were nice and soft. It's very nice. It's a Jaffa cake, but with raspberry.
I'm being an animal.
I don't think that's the food of the gods, but I think it is something I would buy too often, especially seeing as I know where I can acquire it. Plus, it was like 80p for a pack of 10. That's cheaper than Jaffa cakes.
Yeah, by quite a margin. Like little lowest Jaffa cakes going now is 50p per pack.
That's when they're on super
and that's
offer.
when it's on like super offer when you buy like a 3-pack of packs for 150.
Yeah. But then you got 30 Jaffa cakes.
Yeah. Until about an hour later when you have no Jaffa cakes.
I couldn't eat 30 Jaffa cakes. I could probably eat 10 at a push, but I'd feel bad about myself afterwards.
What kind of push is that? Like shotgun Jaffa cakes is dead easy.
Oh well.
It's more It's more difficult to stop Jaffa Cakes than to start.
I have a bit of a tolerance for sugar. I really do. In that, like, I can only have so much of it before my body instantly goes, "You need to fucking stop." Right.
Sure.
But yeah, we putting that in.
Sure.
Would buy too often.
Yeah, but would buy too often.
Yeah,
Top bluing.
That does look like the right brand. It does look like the wrong flavour, but good enough.
Yeah. So we've got those in Will Buy Too Often, Noppers, and the Alibi Maxes and Might Buy Again. Solid mare for the thingy. Solid mare for the
no, we put
wafers.
we put the Ali Maxes in. Might buy too much because we like the coconut, but so on the Lion Bar knockoffs.
Sure. Okay. Shall we try King Polo?
Yeah, this is one of your American ones, isn't it? No, it's not.
No, it's one of yours.
Oh, fair enough.
The King Polo, 1955 Roku.
Mine's snapped in half.
Eh?
It's got quite the fucking design on the packet. It looks very regal.
He's a big lad. He's a big old bar.
It is, and you have to rip off the second set of information because the original's all in Polish.
Yes, this is a King Rolo XXXL.
Yeah, I'm good. All right, we're going for it. It's fine.
It's just a chocolate wafer, and it's...
I'm going for a second bite for the first time, so...
Mm.
In case you wonder what I'm doing, I'm scratching my foot.
I thought you were just leaning in to show us you chewing it. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, I'm putting that in solid meh. Apologies to people for whom this is your favorite. There are better wafer chocolate things that we have had today.
I put it in Would Buy Again. Like, I thought it was quite nice.
Yeah, but then it's sharing billing with Alibi Max, and this is...
No, it's not.
Alibi Max is far nicer.
Alibi Max is higher. We put Alibi Max in Would Buy Too Often.
Too often. Okay, all right, fair enough.
At the moment, the only thing in Would Buy Again is the Nopplers. Nopplers? What the fuck are they called?
Yeah, Noppers.
Yeah. I want to put it in Solid Mare. What do you want to do? Sorry, not Solid Mare. No, sorry, Might Buy Again is what I meant.
Yeah, I will put it in Solid Mare. Sure, let's put it in Might Buy Again. It's nicer than the things that we have in Solid Mare.
Oh, yeah, I think it's better than the Noppler, to be honest. But that's just me.
I think the Noppers is nicer, but, like, having them both in the same tier is fine between the two of us.
Yeah.
We
got a second Sesame Snap. That's going away.
Oh, yes. How about these?
Sure, there are two separate entries on the list, though, so which one do you want to do, blue or green?
Should we go with blue first?
Blue, sure. This one appears to just be basically just chocolate. Chocolate-coated wafer bar with cocoa cream. That's exactly how the other thing was just described, so...
It's basically the same thing. So, let's go.
I've got to open mine yet. You're opening yours too fast, Rick, and you're biting too fast. You're too hungry.
I think this is nicer.
Really? I don't think it's as nice.
Okay. I think this tastes a little bit more like a timeout.
Yes. No, I agree with you on that. Now that you said it.
So...
I'm happy to put it on the same tier, but I don't think it was good.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in Might Buy Again.
That's the blue one.
The next one is the green one, which I believe is the same thing, but with hazelnut.
Yeah, it seems to have a hazelnut on the packet.
A Goplana Grzeski Orzichavi.
Yeah, cool. If you look on the other side, it has it in English. Milk chocolate coated wafer bar with hazelnut cream.
Sure.
This one I'm looking forward to because I'm a sucker for hazelnut.
You
You ready for a bite?
The chocolate looks a bit... The chocolate actually looks a bit thinner on mine. If you,
Yeah, I'm with you. It looks a bit anemic, doesn't it?
yeah, but take pay for the pudding.
Yeah, that tastes like a hazelnut chocolate bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that.
Hmm?
Just from the flavor.
Yeah.
It's not as strong as Nutella,
Not
but you
nothing's
still
as
have
strong
get
as
the
Nutella.
hazelnut color.
It's about on
No,
par with
no.
the the Kinder chocolate, the Braino.
Yeah,
It's about on that level of hazelnutty.
yeah. I'll admit to that. Yeah, yeah. I'll admit to that. I'll agree with that.
I
And obviously hazelnut made by the same company that makes Nutella. It's just
um
less of it.
I think I'll put that on might buy again. I don't think that's a risk of would buy too often, but I could be convinced.
Okay, I would put it in one by too often, um, because I think it deserves separating from the blue, which I think is just might buy again.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I would have popped that down to solid meh. But I'll put it in. I'll put green up to would buy too often. We can always change this at the end once we have
Sure.
a think and have relative ideas.
Well, then, do you want to put them up the opposite ends of the might buy again tier, like green at the top and blue at the bottom?
I can't be asked to make that distinction.
Sure.
At that point, you should add 2 additional tiers, Rick.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Which I could have done, but I thought this was enough separation.
should we have a bit of a change now and go for one of the American sweets? Because we've been on a row of Polish. In fact, we've only done Polish, haven't we?
Yeah, there's. I think there's only these ones left for the Polish ones, so we can put a line in the sand and do the American ones after.
Sure. No, no. I'd rather. Listen, I want to get the hot thing out the way. So I know I'm not.
Okay,
I know
okay.
I'm not going to like it. What have we got, Rick? We've got something called hot tamales.
Hot tamales. So I opened these to see if the internal bag had split, and there wasn't an internal bag, and that's why everything smelled of cinnamon.
Ah. You can turn up the heat with bigger bags. Also, fuck me, the amount of sugar in these.
So these are
They don't smell of anything.
cinnamon. They are cinnamon jelly beans.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't smell anything on them. It smells like cardboard.
Mm.
Yeah, alright. Ah. 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 Oh, you take a few chews and you get that cinnamon. Ah.
Yeah, you do. It coats you.
Oh. Oh, mine might not. Like, apparently you could smell yours. I couldn't smell mine, so they were like a fucking demon in disguise. That's a no can eat from me, dog.
Yeah, I actually really like these. Although I do remember when I was young, absolutely hating this flavor of jelly bean because A, it tastes like that, and B, it was the same color as the cherry jelly beans. So, and my mum used to love these before she became allergic. So, when she was picking jelly beans, they would always go in the bag. Go back 25 years, there will be no Kenny. Nowadays, I would be might buy again. However, they did damage you, so I'm quite happy with I know can eat.
Well, I'm putting them in I no can eat because I made a fucking. I made a bit of a sacrifice with the sesame snaps already, so I think it's more than fair.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Fuck off
No
with your
can eat.
cinnamon bollocks. Ah.
I'm just going to be like, having extras. Have a go at this point. They're
Mm.
really nice.
I don't know what the fuck I'm
Then
gonna do
again,
with the
I'm
rest
not
of that
gonna
box.
um,
Oh, they're gluten free and
damage
fat
your
free.
face. Yeah, yeah.
But
Just go around damaging your friends and family with them.
I like how on the box it says on the front, actual size. Ah. Artificially flavoured. That's not even what fucking cinnamon tastes like.
I mean, it is just like,
You know what I mean. I feel like
yeah, yeah.
I
It's
feel
a
like
piece of bark.
they chemically chose specifically painful bits of it.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Like
I,
normal cinema is just like a piece of bark, isn't it? So like they're not going to have tree flavored sweets.
well, you never know. What am I putting over? That could fuck off. It's not going in the bin. I'll find someone to inflict misery upon, but I don't know who. Oh, what's next, Rick?
Yes, yes, thanks, absolutely. Do you want to do the Vavels,
The what?
the pair of werewolves, the last Polish two?
Okay, but they're not a pair. You know, they're the same mother
Okay,
company,
but
but
the same company, yeah. So do you want to start with
let's
the
do that.
Advocar one?
I was gonna say let's do the cow because that's clearly just plain
Yeah,
chocolate.
just do the cow. Do the cow. It's
Milk chocolate with caramel. So
caramel.
you know, it's called
Yeah,
Krokoa Zabis und Pridris. I butchered that, I'm sure. Yeah,
that smells lovely.
these are very firmly Polish. I'm once again having trouble getting mine open.
That smells lovely. Like just when you get it open, it's how caramel used to smell.
Ooh, it's not even near my nose, and I got a big whiff once I finally got it open. That smells. Yeah. I'm gonna have a bite. We're gonna have a bite.
Awful. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the caramel is very thin. Like it's not thick and goopy like Cadbury's.
Yeah, it's a
Mm.
flat and smooth caramel. Um,
Mm.
I'm putting this at least at one bite too often. At least.
We've not touched it yet. I'm willing to put it in the gods because that's some damn good
Yeah.
caramel.
Yeah, that's nice caramel. Yeah.
Were you happy with that?
Yeah. Up it goes.
Damn, I wasn't expecting that to be good.
Now, I was pre-warned on this by when I was looking for the images. This one is way more popular than the Avatar one because they do multiple different sizes and shapes. So you can get like a box of individually wrapped single chunks that are like roses.
Oh yeah, very nice.
So I can see that being a very like well received gift. To the point that I think that might be how they were meant to be served, and they just made it into a bar. You know, like you got the Terry chocolate orange bar.
Mm. Oh god, that's very nice. That's going to be tough to beat. Next up, we've got the Advocat, which is the one that I had once on lunch break, and the only reason I found out it was alcoholic is because I needed to show my ID to buy it, despite being at work where I've worked for 10 fucking years.
Oh yes, if you've already been working there for 10 years and weren't of age, then you would have been hired illegally.
Oh yeah, yeah. These ones are unique tastes, shall I say? I don't think it's going to beat the caramel one, but it's been a minute since I've tried it, so. Ooh, you give it a sniff and you can smell the alcohol.
Yeah, it smells like a like some kind of cordial.
Mm.
You know, like your cherry cordials or whatever. Basically, it smells like every other Alco chocolate.
Yeah.
Just gonna open this up real quick. So it's got nom, 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 nom. The inside is very creamy.
Yeah, because it's a creme liqueur, basically. Oh, when you start chewing it, you get a burst of almost tastes like lager, but like a sweet lager. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
What I mean by that is
It's
it doesn't so much taste like lager so much as the tingle you get on your tongue is the same tingle you get with lager.
okay.
If you know what I mean?
I'm going to say as a non-beer drinker, and some people will ram down my throat of lager isn't beer. But okay, as a that color of liquid drinker, I can't really comment or deny on the feeling, but it does just taste like, as you say, creme liqueur from pretty much any other company and almost any other alcohol, because that's what alcohol chocolate tastes like.
I'll tell you this: it warms up your chest as if you just had a shot of rum.
Yeah.
Which I don't know about you, Rick. I find quite pleasant. I'm gonna
It's
go on.
like rum and raisin ice cream kind of idea as well, yeah, isn't it?
I've never had rum raisin.
Okay.
I I'm leaning towards would buy too often, but I think a more fair result would be to say might buy again.
Yeah, might buy again. I think this is the furthest apart two things from the same company have been so far.
Yeah,
So
certainly.
let's might buy again is about fair.
Yeah, we can always bump it up if we change our mind later. But that is, unfortunately, the end of our Polish givings. I'm glad they managed to get one in the God tier. What we've got left is free American snacks, all of which I've heard of, none of which I've tried.
Yeah, so Pop Tart. We have Pop Tarts.
We're doing Pop Tart, okay. I've never had a Pop Tart. I was under the impression that you put these in the toaster.
You can have them raw or you can toast them. We're going to be having them raw today. I'm just going to, real quick, show the box as I'm currently using that as a stand.
It looks like a cat's been sick on it. Oh, that's disgusting looking. So what flavour is this, you said?
So we do get Pop Tarts in the UK. However, I've never seen this flavour in the UK. These are s'mores flavour. So s'mores are chocolate, marshmallow, and graham crackers, which Americans call graham crackers.
Oh, don't smell it.
I mean, it just smells like artificially flavoured chocolate cereal.
It doesn't smell good to me.
Okay.
It smells like Gatzik.
All right, let's have our Gatzik taste. Gatzik taste. One of my ears just fell out.
You can pick that up if you want.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay still?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. So it's not the ear with the microphone in it. Okay. So yeah, I can see why they're not released these in the UK. They're not the best flavour.
No. I don't have any Pop Tarts in my repertoire, so I've got nothing to compare it against. I do suspect that given the gooiness of it, probably does taste nice if you popped it in the toaster first. But in its raw, unadulterated form, I can't say I'm a fan.
Yeah. So I'm gonna not as viscerally, but yeah, I'm gonna put these at best might buy again. Reasonably solid meh.
Yeah, I'd put it.
You did manage to swallow it, so it's not quite black tier.
It's not inedible. And again, I suspect if I popped it in the toaster, it might actually be quite nice. But the flavour and the texture are raw. Well, it's not raw, but you know, untoasted. It's a solid meh from me. I wouldn't buy these.
We have more, so we can always do them in the toaster later and come back in the comment section or our own video.
I don't want to.
Yeah, it's not happening, is it? It's not happening, is it? No.
You can
Okay, so
experiment,
that's the Pop Tart.
but not from me. Nah.
So solid meh.
Yeah, can we do the lifesavers? I think I need something fruity.
Yeah. So lifesavers. These are the American equivalent of polos.
Of polos?
Oh, that's memories. Yeah.
They're nothing like
So
polos.
polos. Okay, so these are lifesaver gummies. We used to get polo gummies as well. If you get a pack of lifesavers, you get a pack of polos.
Okay, sure. Oh, fuck me. You open that, you know it.
That's memories, and they're very vivid. Like, look how green the green one is.
Oh, I quite like the smell of the cherry ones. I think it's cherry. Red is red cherry? Could equally be watermelon. Or strawberry.
Yeah, because half of them are red.
Mm.
5 flavors, artificially flavored.
Oh, so it's all fucking fake. 18
Yeah, I'm
grams
gonna
of
go.
sugar in 7 pieces. Fuck me. Oh, 0% fat though.
Yeah.
How the fuck does it have a gram of protein? This
So it
reminds you of
came
a
in the
thing.
mold, I guess. Yeah, we did that as well. So when we got Polo gummies,
Hmm.
they'd come in like a little rack of them in a packet, and they'd all be like stacked like one behind the other like that, but like offset to make it look like they took up more space in the packet.
Right, right.
And yeah, a lot of the time we just open it up, put your finger in it, and all that.
I
So
do.
I'm going to go with the red one and the green one.
I'm only going to do the one, to be honest. I do remember fruit polos, and they were delicious. So I think I had a cherry one.
Green is apple.
Yeah, it's very odd. Well, yeah, green's probably watermelon and green apple, isn't it? 50-50.
Mm. Red one tasted of nothing. Maybe I got a bad red one. Got a third one just to be safe. Another red one.
I think that's orange.
This one's well, it's physically red, but I mean it looks like an anus when you put it up to the camera. But this increasingly smells of plastic.
Oh, it is artificial, man. Does America
Mm,
do anything with real flavors?
mm, mm. I mean, obviously I'm eating it because I'm going on my third one.
Hmm.
I the thing is, I'd end up putting it in one by too often, but not for the right reason. Like it's to recapture a nostalgia of a product that it's very similar to, but isn't quite.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, However, the smell brings me back. So I'm just going to get another whiff of them real quick.
Yeah, that's not weird.
Oh
Um,
no, no!
this-
I took another smell of it. It smelled like rubbing alcohol.
yeah. I don't have the nostalgia, and while the flavor of the cherry one I had was
Yeah,
fine,
my
the chewiness was okay. After 2 chews, it became slime.
yeah. So might buy again.
Ah, it's a solid meh from me. But yeah, your choice, man.
I think might buy again is more reasonable.
I mean, it only
They're not the
applies to
worst in the
you,
world.
but fair. Well,
Yeah,
I
sure.
I think that's giving it far too much credit. But hey ho, diddly do.
And then we have potentially the star of the show,
This is going to
last
be
but
a.
not least, the milk duds.
Well, you show yours first.
Yeah, because I've got the box.
Yeah.
These, I went to the store about 8 or 9 times, and only once did they actually have a box of milk duds. The row in which they were from was always empty, apart from once when they only had one box. Otherwise, I would have gotten more, probably more for myself because I've had these in the past and they were nice.
They look like
So
rabbit shit.
they do look a bit like turd. So I can't really get them
I'm
separate.
also not bothering to separate them. I've just got a big lump, but these are meant to be godlike candy, from what I've told. So, are we going for it? Are you ready to? So, oh, more solid than I was expecting.
Mm.
Once again, this is not why this is not an audio platform today.
Mm.
Awful lot of chewing and no talking. Oh,
Yeah, it's very chewy toffee.
thankfully we've both got noise suppression on, so you can't hear the horrible, horrible chewing noises I'm making right now. It actually hurts my teeth.
Ah. Oh yeah, don't eat these if you've got loose fillings. Because very soon you won't have a loose filling.
Mm. I think a mistake was made. I think these would be a lot nicer if we had one at a time.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the big old chunk of them now that it's just caramel at the back of my mouth.
And the actual problem is now I've just got a big old lump of fucking toffee caramel in my mouth.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
which means we'll be here for hours if I swallow it. So, I'm not doing
Yeah,
that
managed
because
to
I
get to
don't.
the bottom line.
I'm not doing that because I don't like it. I like it quite a lot. I'm doing it because I want to end the episode at some point today. Um,
Yeah, I'm shooting these straight up to gods alongside the Moo Moo Milko.
nah, might buy again at best
Okay.
for me.
Well, should we split the difference and one buy too often?
Yeah, we'll have to. I'm very disappointed. They were very hyped up by basically Americans. Um, I might as well have had fucking Werther's original. I
Different type of coffee, but yeah, like Werther's are your hard butterscotch coffee,
oh, you can get soft
whereas
ones.
these are yeah. Oh, you can get soft ones, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
These are the kind of toffees that my mum makes. So
Yeah. No,
like,
I
it's
get what
like
you're saying. When someone says I've already forgotten the name. What did I call?
that's
No, the British thing that asked Werther's original.
Werther's.
If someone says
Yeah.
Rover's original, you do think of the hard toffee candy, which is a lot nicer in my opinion too. But you do get soft ones, and the Werther's taste is quite nice.
Sure, yeah, yeah, yeah. I love how they market that as just a granddad sweet by having a granddad give out the sweets in the advert.
Well, basically any hard candy is a granddad sweet in the UK. Like I don't know about you,
Yeah.
Rick, but my Mingy, she used to have a bowl that was just full of hard sweets, mostly humbugs, which suck. But
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I think humbugs are like the worst of the hard sweets because you have to be in the mood for mint.
yeah, yeah, and it's not just solid mint because if you bite too quickly, you get the fucking bit of a chewy middle,
Yes.
and that sucks, especially when you're 5 and don't expect it.
Mm. Because sweets should be sweet.
Yeah, yeah. Oh fuck, I hate humbugs. Although that being said, I now do want to just go to a sweet shop and buy a bunch of bits British sweets and have that be an episode one day.
Yeah. Traditional British day.
Of course, we could just do a tier list one day of sweets. Like we know what they taste like if they're
Yeah.
British.
Yeah. Yeah. Like your Dolly mix and your Yorkshire mix and your a Yorkshire mix.
No, when I said sweets, I meant specific sweets.
Okay, but like you get them as a mix. Like Dolly mix is they all essentially taste the same, they're just shaped different.
God, never.
It's
Not down here.
okay. It's even less diverse than licorice all sorts, which is just you get licorice and sometimes you get fondant.
I don't like licorice.
So I do. I think I might be the youngest person in the world to like licorice.
Oh, I'm sure you're not, but Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It seems like 1990 is like the cutoff point. If you were born after 1990, you're allowed to not like licorice. If you were born before that, you were forced to have it so often because it was the only sweet available that you've grown tolerance for it and now like it.
If you say so, man. That's like people being like, "Oh, really?" It's like that one weirdo in your group who likes Parma violets.
Yeah, it's like chewing a can of Lynx.
Well, the thing that sucked about Parma violets is you'd only ever have them when you had the multi-pack of basically traditional kid pour sweets. Of
Yeah. So
and in the same
they get
packet, you had the little refreshers that were nice and sweet.
yeah, same size, same shape. Yeah, my mom used to like Parma violets, so
Yeah, for
that
me it
was a
was
good way to get rid of them.
my dad.
Yeah,
And yet we'd
yeah, you
still
can
have
get rid of them.
20 packets of the bastards at the end of the tub, and it's like we can't buy a new tub until they're gone. And Dad wasn't in the mood that week.
Yeah. But
Ah,
yes, I think that's it for our tier list this week. This year, if the current schedule is to be believed. So if you like the video, which it's only going to be a video, you've got the comment section down below on YouTube. If you're listening on one of our audio platforms, then you have run into a pirate who has re-uploaded our video as an audio.
yeah, and it would
So
have been a
if you want
terrible
to send an email,
experience. Nah.
if you want to send an email,
No,
you can.
no email address today. There's no point. You could just comment on the video. Nope. If you want to know what email address is, go back one episode.
Well, forward one episode. I don't control when you listen to this, but yes, any other episode has the email address on it. So, gonna be a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from him.
Bye.
Bye.